Jannik Sinner is Wimbledon champion. He defeats Carlos Alcaraz in the final. It was a fantastic match between two fantastic players. They're going to be playing many finals to come, but Jannik Sinner was victorious on this occasion. And the brilliant thing about it was, it is my prediction. Jannik in 4, Iga in 2. It's happened. JG has done it again. Right, let's get straight into it. I'm not sure if Ben's gonna add some tweets to this video. As you can see, me and Ben are here together.
Hello.
And we're just here watching a really good match between two top players. We went for a run before, and then we've just been sitting here having a few beers outside in the summer sun of the UK. And I'm really pleased. Of course, Jannik Sinner defeating Carlos Alcaraz in 4 sets. It wasn't 5 like some people were predicting. I thought maybe it had the chances to go the distance.
Yeah.
But it just didn't happen like that. And in terms of my predictions, I get a lot of heat, but I did call Iga to win Wimbledon. I also called Jannik Sinner to win. They both won. I said Iga in straights, Jannik in 4. It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad. Ben's predictions, not as good.
No, you did it again. You got to give credit to JG. Put it in the comments. Some people do, some people give him a bit of stick, but for this one, I think you've got to give him some plaudits. He did predict both winners and both correct set predictions in the final as well, so well done to you.
Yeah, in terms of the final, I thought it was quite close. I think Carlos Alcaraz struggled with his serving. His serving wasn't as good as what it has been sort of before the in other rounds of the tournament. Jannik Sinner was more clinical. He played one of his best matches. It wasn't like the level we saw against Grigor Dimitrov, and there was no really signs of injuries at all from Jannik.
No.
He dealt with the occasion, the pressure. The crowd seemed very mixed in their support for both players, and I feel like they supported the player who was down more at any moment, which is typical Wimbledon. We had a moment with the champagne cork coming on centre court, which was very Wimbledon. And all in all, I'm just really pleased for Jannik Sinner. He deserves this victory. He is someone who I feel is going to rival Carlos Alcaraz for many years to come, and we're going to see these guys going head to head for the Grand Slams. Djokovic has had a fantastic career, the greatest player to ever play tennis, but his time has come to an end, and we're seeing that now with the new generation coming through and showing their class. Some of the points and the power and the pace we see from these two, I don't think it is similar to the other big three. I feel they do hit the ball so much harder, and I know you said earlier how it's to do with just the newer generation, the technological advancements, and how these players can hit harder.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. I was gonna ask you, like, now with Jannik Sinner winning this one, obviously he ends Carlos's 5-match winning streak. Do you think that this now just improves the rivalry just that one step further, and are you just even more excited about the US Open now?
Definitely. I mean, does it improve the rivalry? Not really. I mean, the rivalry was always there before this match, but what it's shown is that Jannik Sinner can go toe-to-toe with Carlos Alcaraz and beat him in a big match. Carlos now losing in a Grand Slam final, something he's not done prior. Sinner beating him after losing the last 5. On a grass court as well, Carlos Alcaraz winning the last 2 tournaments there. It's been a really, really impressive tournament for both players, but Jannik Sinner has now shown that he can go toe-to-toe with Carlos Alcaraz.
Yeah, what do you make of the fact that obviously Jannik Sinner lost the last Grand Slam, losing 3 championship points at Roland Garros? Do you think that he had revenge on his mind here at Wimbledon this year?
I don't know if it's so much revenge. I feel he just was able to live up to the pressure of today.
Yeah.
I don't think he's someone who thinks about so much revenge. He's someone who's very calm. He takes every single point as it comes. You can see Carlos Alcaraz with his box throughout the match. He was very animated. Sinner never is really animated. And this wasn't about point scoring against Carlos Alcaraz. I generally believe most players, 95% of them, after what happened at Roland Garros, where he lost all of their match championship points and then lost the match, They don't recover in a few weeks to go and then go and beat the same opponent in a Grand Slam final at Wimbledon. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And Jannik Sinner was able to do that because of his mentality, the way he is as a person. He's someone who was able to separate that loss from Roland Garros, take this as its own match in its entirety, and then defeat Carlos Alcaraz in 4 sets, considering he's just won the last 2 editions of Wimbledon. I think it's remarkable, to be honest. And the match showed some really good moments. I know you highlighted the set points in which Alcaraz won the first set, Sinner then won the second set, but with the set points were so high. It wasn't just them for me, it was so many moments in the match where you see tennis from a different level, where the ball looks like it's done, and then somehow Sinner gets there or Alcaraz gets there. And for that, I want to be very realistic, and there's not much between them two. They're both outstanding tennis players who, before the tournament, I said they're going to consistently make finals of Grand Slams. We've seen that happen. It's going to keep happening. Who's going to win each one, I'm not sure. But for this one, I really believe Jannik Sinner. I also thought Sinner was going to win Roland Garros, and I mean, he was very close from doing that.
Very.
And right now, I would look at it as Carlos Alcaraz has to try and close. I think it's going to be difficult now for Carlos Alcaraz to beat Sinner in the next one, more so than Sinner to avenge the 5 losses, because Sinner, when everything's going well for him, he can still beat Carlos Alcaraz in straight sets, and I don't think you can say the same for the other.
I'm just going to give you my thoughts just quickly on this. This is the big question right now. Obviously, Jannik Sinner, massive hardcore slam champion. He's so good in Australia. He's so good at the US Open. Now he's the Wimbledon champion. He was 1 point away from potentially doing the Grand Slam of all the slams this year. That's the one big question right now, is Jannik Sinner, is he the most dominant champion now? It looked like Carlos Alcaraz was going to be the most dominant, and now it looks like Jannik Sinner's taken it away from him. Everybody's going to say there's an asterisk against, or an asterisk against Jannik Sinner at this one because of the Grigor Dimitrov, because of the 2 sets down, but we will never know on that. He could have still come back and won in 5. We know that he's the type of player.
It's kind of destiny as well, that he was able to get through that.
I said that to you before today as well. We arrived today to watch the match, and I said the one thing that concerns me the most about this final is the fact he was just able to somehow get through that match with Grigor. Just, it wasn't even by him winning the match, but something up there meant he won. And that just put it into perspective. Sometimes there is a higher power working in tennis, and Jannik Sinner felt it today.
Yeah, I had a little look up there, Ben, and there was nothing in the clouds of the UK.
There's the Pope's up
but no, I know what you're saying. It was, we just got to enjoy the moment of today, and I'm very pleased, of course, that I've defeated Ben again in a prediction. That is now, what, 6 predictions in a row for Grand Slam. So, Australian Open men's, Australian Open women's, Roland Garros men's, Roland Garros women's, now Wimbledon women's, Wimbledon men's. I have got 6 out of 8 for the Grand Slams, defeating Ben on prediction. I call both winners here for Wimbledon. US Open, I've got something else up my sleeve.
Oh no.
And I'm confident that I can go 8 on 8 in 2025 versus Ben on the Grand Slam predictions. And I want to end with this, because I'm conscious that I'm talking a lot right now. Jannik Sinner, Wimbledon champion. This was deserved. Berrettini come close. He's flying the flag for Italy. He's doing some brilliant things for the country of Italy and tennis in general.
First ever Italian champion at Wimbledon.
Yep, and there's obviously going to be that other side who are very upset about everything what was happening with the foul drugs test. But he is proven innocent, and we need to consider him as that. I know some people will dispute it, but Jannik Sinner is Wimbledon champion. I'm very pleased for that, and he's done it in 4 sets against Carlos Alcaraz. We'll see you very soon. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and me and Ben will be doing a podcast going through tweets and everything else in a more civilized way very soon. See you then.